So we're back with another video on Jujutsu Kaisen Cursed Clash, man, and with Miwa releasing this week, we also got some new patch, and we're going to be going over the new patch notes and some characters that actually got changed, and some things that they actually did to actually make this game a little bit more balanced going forward, man. But hey, man, today's anime question is going to be, after you get through watching this video, which patch was your favorite? Which character, you know, which did you like their changes the most? But if this is something you might be interested in, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn the bell, do all those nice things. Today we're just going to be reading the patch notes, but we will be releasing a video later, actually touching on the characters that got some of the most recent and the biggest changes and things like that. So make sure y'all stay tuned for that. And if you want to see more anime game content, make sure to join the Discord pinned in the description, man. But let's go ahead and hop straight into these patch notes. Okay, man. So basic things, man, we look at here basically just, you know, free update stuff like that. Like I said, remember, make sure that you save your past game data, because it's going to be erased maybe by the time you've already seen this video, maybe. So it seems like they added some matchmaking improvements. Basically, they added some more communication settings, and also made it where you can like set it to where it only gets matches in your region. So maybe, you know, to make the connection a lot better and stuff like that. Ability to transition from the store to the main menu, so basically you can go to the store and stuff like that. So they said something about improved character performance, so we don't really know what this means. I guess it says, you know, it says it's improved the way they look, so I guess maybe some graphics updates, and then also some modifications to some character behavior and some other minor bug fixes. So the main changes they actually made with the characters, before we actually get into it, is domain expansion. I'm gonna let you know that right now. They made some big changes with making the domain expansions be able to activate quicker, since we have a lot more ranged characters. So some other things they did that's not character stuff. Of course, we know we got Miwa. They added a new arcade mode. I'll actually show y'all what that looks like whenever this releases, but what it looks like, it's only going to be a single player mode, which is, you know, just allows you to like, just seems like you're basically just playing against different you know, different characters, and it just gets harder as it goes on. Would have definitely preferred they gave us an online mode. They added some more customization, so of course we know like outfits and maybe, you know, more things for these co-op missions, stuff like that. They raised the limit again, making harder missions, and also, you know, increasing a lot of stuff with the co-op. I don't know why they're putting so much into the co-op. We need stuff into the online. But we actually get into the battle adjustment. So this is something they made for pretty much everybody. The just guard, basically whenever you get a perfect guard, they basically, what this is saying, they made it whenever the perfect guard, if you've seen that the animation, it kind of slows down, they've basically made it where the animation is even longer, where you're both stunned, but the person that actually performs the perfect guard is going to be able to act quicker, so you can actually be able to utilize, like, you can get more advantage from this perfect guard. You'll actually be able to follow up with something. You might even be able to use a curse technique now. That's basically what they did with that. This character right here, this is for Nobara. Basically what they did with her, basically damage from the nail throwing attacks at levels 2 and 3 has been changed to a knockback that can be recovered from. Reduced the amount of curse energy level and stuff like that. The recovery time from the nail launch has been shortened, but they also made it where she gets her curse energy back slower. Her dash consumption has been released so she can move around a little bit better. And those are the main things they did with Nobara. We'll have to actually check this out, because reading from here, I can't fully tell what move this is. It says hairpin, so I'm guessing this is just a hairpin, but we'll be able to see once we actually get our hands on this. With Maki, they made a lot of adjustments, mainly to her movement speed. Her, like you see right here, they reduced the dash. Also, they made the lunge a little bit better. They did a lot of things that they did with Yuta, where they lowered the down value. If you don't know what this means, this basically means that you're going to be able to combo into more moves. They're going to fall out of the combos not as quickly. So they added, you know, more things that you can chain in with this and shorten the knockback distance. So they're trying to make this be able to be paired with more things better. Some offense and defense changes. They increased the distance traveled by her side and forward input, so I'm guessing her side dash and her forward dash as well, just moving around. And swivel sword at levels 2 and 3 additional input. I'm pretty sure this is just the sword slashing combo that she does, and I'm thinking they basically just made it where you can go to the final stage faster if you choose to. And it also says the down value has been lowered, so you're going to be able to hit more combos, you know, extend this. You might be able to start this off with something a lot different. It says the vertical guidance angle has been increased. I think this is what I've been asking for this move, because if you don't know, the tracking for her, I think it's her, my buttons are different, but her cursed combo move wasn't really that good, especially when somebody's moving. So I'm glad they actually made this change. And then this is basically her special gauge that she has. It basically increased the amount that she gets when she's using certain technique, like the twisting techniques. They also decrease the rate that the gauge decreases over time, so it's not going to go down as fast. And they also increase the time it takes for the gauge to start decreasing, so it's not going to go down as fast, and it's going to take longer for it to start going down. With Panda, they basically, I guess there was just a glitch with something with the camera with his Panda mode. Not much happened with that. This character is Gojo Satoro. So they made some changes to, I think, the continuous attacks. I'm pretty sure this is the spinning kick one, I believe. Maybe, let me know. But basically, they reduced the down value, which is going to allow you to combo this into more moves. This right here says knock it down, so it now can perform consecutive attacks like spinning, upward kicks. Oh, consecutive spin kicks is the one where he's kicking them into multiple spots. So basically, we're going to tech this out, but they basically made some things where you'll be able to actually chain some more moves from Gojo's from some of his extraction techniques. And this is what I was talking about, the domain expansion. They made it where it basically is going to take less time for it to activate, but they also reduced the time that you're stunned, and they also made the little input, the time that you have to actually deal the finishing blow that he does, the distance isn't as good and you have less time to do that. So yeah, the main expansion is going to activate quicker, but you're going to have less time to actually follow up. Nanami, they made a lot of changes. Basically, all this is saying with this ratio technique is basically all just saying that the charge time has been extended. Basically, it increases the window for you to get the critical hit of the ratio technique, and it also seems like you're not going to get penalized as much if you press the button early. So making it a lot easier to get some damage with Nanami, and they did this with pretty much all of his moves. That's basically what all that is saying, man. We'll check that out as well, since it seems like he did get a pretty good buff. The character's name is not showing. This is my boy. This is my boy, Toto. This is Toto, man. Toto got a lot of buffs, man. Toto got a lot of buffs. So they increase, you know, his running speed. They increase his dash speed, his jumping. Also, right here, this is just his basic auto combo. It says they increase the time to become recoverable. So I'm guessing maybe this is just going to allow you to get out of this combo a little bit quicker, move around a little bit quicker. The down value has been lowered, so you're going to have some more combo freedom whenever you're finished with that last hit. It says the amount of cursed energy that you get is reduced though, so you're not going to get as much back. The kick move says it can be followed up into another move is increased, so the time that you have. The lariat's going to activate faster, and you can also follow this into another move. You have more time to do that. And they did a lot of cursed energy reduced, so he's not going to get his cursed energy as fast, but he's going to be able to move a lot bit quicker. This is the stone throwing tack. This is the one that a lot of people hate when it hits you with the stone and it stuns you. It says the down value has been lowered, so you'll be able to get longer combos out of this. And this is just the one where he throws the stone and just gets like changes to the stone. And it says basically you can follow up and do other things even if it doesn't hit somebody. I don't really know a lot of people that use this move to hit people. I typically just use it just for movement, but now it seems like you're going to be able to even go into the boogie woogie a lot faster right after throwing this rock, and that's what they're saying about right here. The unjust play, this is the boogie woogie. It says the startup at level 1 and 2 has been made to make it faster, and the recovery time has been shorter. So you're going to be able to swap a lot faster. And the repeated attacks, this is his combo technique, and it says after the first hit hits, if you whiff midway through, it will no longer lead to the next motion. So if you miss the first hit of the combo technique, it's just going to end. It's not going to keep going. This one is Mahito. Says they increased the ascent speed and shortened the ascent time. So basically, I'm guessing they're making his jumps faster. Don't know why they did that for him. A little strange. Domain expansion made it where, you know, it activates faster, which wasn't really needed for Mahito since he's already armored, you know, when he's doing this. I'm very glad that they didn't get rid of Mahito's armor break with his drill. I'm glad that they didn't get rid of the guard break. It doesn't seem like they're going to get rid of that, and I think they're keeping that how it is. Rokudo, this is Jogo. The cursed flame shot, it says they fixed the issue with the camera. I didn't, you know what was going on with this really. This is the meteor. Basically, it says that level 3 guidance will no longer be cut off when holding a button. I don't really know what they mean by this. I'm guessing maybe the tracking wasn't as good when you held it down. I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments if y'all know about this one. And domain expansion, it will activate faster, like we said with that. This is Ketsuzu, an SO. They with the launch move, they basically made it where the startup has been sped up and the timing for the second stage has been sped up. The two-headed sword, this is the one where he slams down. It says the hit stop has been shortened, so I'm guessing after you slam down, you're a little bit vulnerable for a little bit. I think they've increased it where you can follow up and do something else quicker. This is a big change with SO though. It says it is now impossible to give instructions to Bloodstained while in the invincible state, and it says they increased the amount of cursed energy consumed. This is basically just meaning that the amount that Ketsuzu can actually help you has been shortened. So they're making it where it's not going to be as easy for you to interrupt combos because it's using more cursed energy, and if you're in an invulnerable state, you're not going to be able to give Ketsuzu any type of instructions, man. So that's unfortunately, that's a big SO buff. I mean, that's a big SO nerf, man. Then we got Gojo. Not Gojo. Oh yeah, this is Gojo. This is the past Gojo. It says pulling legs increase the knockback distance of the first block. I'm guessing if is basically just gonna knock you back farther with this one. This is Geto. I believe this is the normal Geto. Yes, Curse Britain. Oh no, this is the past Geto. And basically they just made the hitbox smaller for his simple domain. Simple domain is going to have a smaller hitbox. And it says that your curse energy will recover a little bit after time. So it's not going to recover as quickly once you're done with this. You're not going to be able to spam this move as much, but I'm glad they didn't do too many other nerfs. This is Toji. Basically with his slash attack, they made it where the hitbox for the mid-range is a lot smaller. So you're not going to, you know, it's basically not going to be as busted where you're still hitting people even if they're not, you know, that close to you. The slash says the attack for the final stage will now always occur in front. So I'm guessing there was some issues with some tracking things with the position of the hit detection when it comes to Toji's move. They did some changes to that. Momo, I don't know why they do these minuscule changes to Momo that don't do anything. They changed her charge, basically making the movement distance shorten. They reduced that, but then they also made the wind damage buff increased. I have no idea what they're thinking with Momo. Makes no sense to me. And with Mai, they made her they just continually just keep making her worse. But with Mai, they basically said it's now impossible to cancel into another move while doing the shell injection. So basically when you're reloading, you're gonna be stuck with that reloading animation. You can still move around, but you're not gonna be able to do anything else. I'm guessing before you could maybe do something else, but the animation would cancel, and then you wouldn't reload your bullets. Now they're just to get rid of that. Once you start reloading, you're gonna be stuck in that reloading animation. I'm kind of curious how that's gonna work if you're trying to reload. If somebody hits you, are you still gonna get your bullets, or are you gonna have to wait until you have time to reload? But these are all the patches. I definitely think out of everybody, I think that Todo and Nanami got some of the biggest buffs. Definitely Nanami, Todo. I think we'll see how Gojo looks from this. And Maki. These are probably going to be the characters that we'll touch on in our video more than likely. Most likely it's going to be Todo, Nanami, Gojo, and Maki. And we might touch Nobara, man, but let me know who had your favorite buffs from this, man. From just looking at this, of course, I want to say Todo since I want to be a Todo main, but Nanami might finally be able to get something done, especially if we can get some good damage with these moves, but I think I'm going to go with Todo. Let me know in the comments who you think got the best buff from this, and I'm going to see y'all later on this week, man, whenever we cover the Miwa DLC and also these patch updates, man. But make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn the bell, do all those nice things, and I'm going to see y'all in the next video, man.